I just खाना वही रखा, I just change the plate. चलिए ये today we need to discuss about the next topic, that is divide and conquer. So what's the meaning of divide and conquer?
Sir, if the problem is big, then we will divide problem into sub problems and we will solve it, and again we combine the result to get a particular answer.
Divide and conquer, it consists of two things. First thing is divide. Divide means divide the problem into sub problems. So divide and conquer, it consists of two things. First thing is divide word. Divide means, does not mean divide and rule. No. Divide means divide the problem into sub problems. And here the word is conquer. Conquer means joining them. So if you divide the problem into sub problems and you join them, again you are getting the same problem. Yes or no, Harsh Govindi?
Yes, sir.
So this is why between divide and conquer, divide means dividing the problem into sub problems, and conquer means joining them. So if you join them without solving the sub problems, then again you will arrive to the same problem. So this is why whenever we are solving any problem using divide and conquer, so at least how many steps are required? Harsh Govindji, how many steps? 3 steps. Now Abhishek Pramanik will tell me that what will be step 1, what will be step 2 and step 3.
Sir.
If you are solving any problem using divide and conquer method, so what will be the 3 steps of your solution?
Sir, the first will be divide.
What will be step 1?
Sir, divide, sir.
Divide what?
The question.
Divide the question.
Sir.
If question is related to tree, then divide the tree. Tree ko divide kar do. And for dividing the tree, you have to cut it.
Yes, sir.
वो मशीन लगा करके उसको काट दो. This should be answer, na? Abhishek Pramanik.
Yes, sir.
Not yes, sir. It should be no, sir. Aman Pandey, what are the 3 steps of solving a problem using divide and conquer?
So the first step is divide the problem into sub problems.
So
Second
remember, step 1, Abhishek Pramanik. Remember step 1 as mentioned by Aman Pandey. Divide the problem into sub problems. What will you do, Abhishek Pramanik? Divide the problem into sub problems. That is step 1. Now, Aman Pandey, what will be step 2?
Solve the sub problem.
Solve the sub problems. Abhishek Pramanik.
Yes.
What will be step 2?
Solve the sub problems.
Solve each of the sub problems. So when you are solving each of the sub problems, so either you can solve each of the sub problems non-recursively, or you will solve each of the sub problems recursively. So you can say that step 2 will be solve each of the sub problem either by recursive approach or by non-recursive approach. Now, Aman Pandey, what will be the third step?
Combine all the sub problem solutions.
So combine the sub problems or combine the solutions or join the solutions.
Of the sub problem.
You will join the problem or you will join the solution. क्या join करेंगे?
Solution of the sub problem.
Yeah, so step 3 will be join the solutions of sub problems. And if once you complete the joining of the solutions of sub problem, it means that the problem is now solved. These are the 3 steps of solving any problem using divide and conquer. Piyush Kumar, any confusion in these 3 steps?
No, sir.
Can you repeat the 3 steps of solving any problem using divide and conquer?
Yes, sir.
How? Repeat, please.
Divide the problem into subproblems.
That is step 1. Divide the problem into subproblems.
Yes, sir.
Then
Solve
step
the
2.
subproblem.
Solve the subproblems using fighting approach, or solve the subproblems using tree riding approach. Yes or no?
No, sir.
Then solve the subproblems
Step 2 is solve
either recursively or non-recursively. Either recursive approach or by using non-recursive approach. And then what will step 3?
and combine all the solution of the subproblems.
So combine the solutions, or you can say join the solutions of subproblems. And if once the joining task is over, then what did you receive? What did you get? You got the solution of the original problem. So this is the way of solving a problem using divide and conquer method. Now let us see. So these are 3 steps. These are 3 steps that we have seen. Now let's see that what different problems that can be solved using divide and conquer method. So these are the problems I have mentioned it here. These are the problems that you can solve using divide and conquer method. First problem is binary search program. हाँ बोलिए.
So are you sharing the screen?
आपने पहले ही पूछ लिया, ये लास्ट में पूछना था ना. ये वाला 2 क्वेश्चन लास्ट में पूछा जाता है. एक तो योर माइक इज म्यूटेड, ये बोला ही नहीं जाता है. और दूसरा स्क्रीन नॉट शेयर्ड, तो उसको
हम लोग थोड़ा
नहीं बोला जाता है. और तीसरा ये है कि if this microphone, if it is now 100, if it is shifted from 100 to 0, तो भी बोला नहीं जाता है. पूरा सेमेस्टर ऐसे ही निकल जाता है. लेकिन अच्छा है कि भाई आप बोल रहे हैं. चलिए, so I have now shared the screen. Now screen is visible or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Visible.
So you can solve these problems like binary search you can solve, merge sort you can solve, quick sort you can solve, integer multiplication you can solve, Strassen's matrix multiplication you can do, previous matrix multiplication algorithm. This is known as brute force matrix multiplication. Whatever matrix multiplication last lab you saw, both the groups, that algorithm's name is, क्या नाम है उसका? Brute force matrix multiplication. Its order is order n power 3 n cube. Now another algorithm, its name is brute force matrix this is Strassen's matrix multiplication. It is better than the brute force, so we will discuss it. Then finding median, then finding x power n, then solving recurrences, you have already done it. Then finding maximum minimum. Maybe a lab may find maximum minimum के लिए we discussed it. So these are the problems that you can solve using. These are the problems that you can solve using. कितना है ये? इसमें से शायद कुछ एक्स्ट्रा हमने लिख लिया. इंटीजर मल्टीप्लिकेशन हो सकता है. चलिए करा देंगे, जितना आप सॉल्व करें उतना अच्छा है. How many are these in total?
9, sir.
9 means I may need 4 to 5 lectures. After today, 4 more lectures to complete this, and this will end module 2. This will end module 2. So today let's start with binary search. बाइनरी सर्च तो शायद पीछे क्लास में डिस्कस हुआ था. If
Sir,
you are
last
solving
lab में
binary
discuss हुआ था.
Lab class
for
में.
certain group, for both the groups I discussed in the lab.
No, sir, for
Thursday.
group 1 only.
For Thursday people, did we discuss in the lab? 60. Aditi, Atulya, did we discuss binary search in the lab?
Yes, sir. We discussed a question based on binary search.
So did I give you the question that write a program to search a number from the list of numbers using binary search?
Yes, sir.
Question हो गया ना?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So किसी और से ग्रुप 2 से, क्योंकि कुछ बच्चे एक्स्ट्रा इंटेलिजेंट हैं तो उनको भाई रुचि देवसी is from section A only. Amya Subhas, did we discuss binary search?
Yes, sir.
लास्ट लैब में आप नहीं थी, लेक्चर में भी आपने बोला नहीं था कुछ, लैब में शायद, लैब में कुछ नहीं बोला था. So it means that, so we discussed binary search using recursion and without recursion. I think I will have discussed without recursion.
Sir,
क्या डिस्कस किया था?
hello?
Without recursion.
So did you do only without recursion? I did with recursion only, because recursion is more easy than without recursion.
Sir, in group 1 we have discussed recursion or without recursion both.
Sir, even in group 2 we have discussed the both. Like you have given the question to search binary
Yes,
for the
sir.
binary search with and without recursion both.
That's good. चलो आज का वर्क आप लोगों ने हमारा जो है लोड कम कर दिया. So it means that you see out of these problems, so binary search I am going for tick in both the sides. Means binary search it is now completed. किसी एक से पूछ लें क्या different conditions होते हैं. Amya Subhas, what are different conditions of binary search? binary search के conditions बता दीजिए. What are 3 conditions of binary search?
Sir, first we will we'll go for the mid part. We'll divide the whole array into mid, and after that we'll search from that. If we will see the element need to be searched is either another end or right hand
I am
side.
talking actually ये Amya Subhas के नीचे कौन है? Aman Anmol Deep. What are 3 conditions of binary search? If you are searching a number from the list of numbers using binary search, what are the 3 conditions? चलिए Anupriya, what are 3 conditions of binary search? ठीक है, सब ये छुप गए. Divya Pathak, what are the 3 conditions of binary search?
Yes, so the 3 conditions were the number which has to be searched, is it equal to the middle of the whole
So first
array?
condition is the number which you are going to search, is it equal to the middlemost number or not?
Yes,
If
sir.
it is equal means you found the number.
Yes, sir.
So exit from the loop using break statement, and then outside using flag statement you check that what is it equal, flag equal to 1 or not. Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
So what is the second condition?
Also, second is whether mid is great, the value that has to be searched, whether is it greater than mid value or is it less than the mid value. These will be
So
the
second
second
will
and
be,
third.
is the number which you are going to search, is it more than the middlemost number?
Yes, sir.
And third condition is the number which you are going to search, is it less than the middlemost number?
Yes, sir.
So if the number which you are going to search, if it is more than the middlemost number, then say that the end is this middle. If the number is which you are going to search, if it is less than the middlemost number, then
Yes, sir.
if it is less than, if number which you are going to search, if it is less than the middlemost number, then upper boundary say it is this one. So these three conditions we discussed, and on the basis of that, we came to a conclusion that we can solve this. We can search a number for using binary search or not. Thank you, Divya. So in this way, I think no further revision is required in finding in binary search. So I have gone for 5 tick marks for binary search. 5 या 6 ले लीजिए. Now another problem I will discuss. Maybe I will have discussed that problem in one of the groups. Finding maximum and minimum. ये आपकी क्लास में डिस्कस हुआ था.
Yes, sir, but iterative version.
Yeah, it's iterative version I have done. You may go for its recursive version.
Okay, sir.
So कौन explain करेगा? How we did it?
Sir, iterative or recursive?
Iterative. कौन डिस्कस करेगा? How many students have raised hand? We need चलिए ये. Let me give chance to Jisan Ahmad.
Yes, sir.
So will you share your screen, or I should stop sharing, or I should share the screen and I should take your examples and then I should move forward? What do you want?
Sir, I think you should share the screen and I will explain it.
So blank screen I will share.
Okay, sir.
Because you have to take data.
Okay, sir.
मैं भी cheating नहीं करूँगा, आप भी नहीं करेंगे.
Okay, sir.
If screen is blank, then neither I can do the cheating nor you can do the cheating.
Okay, sir.
चलिए, so now blank screen is visible. So at least first of all, what will you ask? If only one number is there.
Yes, sir.
If
then,
only one number is there,
yes,
then
sir.
What is maximum, what is minimum?
Then we will assign that value to the maximum and minimum both.
So you will ask the user that
input
the
value, input
first number.
value. Yes.
And say user has given input first number. चलिए जिसान first number किसी और से पूछ लेते हैं क्या वो रखना चाह रहा है. चलिए आंचल सिंह, what do you want to give the value of first number? First number की value कितना रखना चाह रही है?
Sir, 5.
First number is 5. It means that maximum number equal to 5 and minimum number is also equal to 5. Since only one number is there, so max is 5, min is 5. Now Jisan, now what should I do? Now you ask the user to input next number.
Yes, sir. We will ask for second number to input.
So what is the next number, Jisan?
Okay, sir. 10.
So next number is 10.
Yes, sir.
So remember your condition.
Yes, sir.
So
then
let's say that first number you stored in A. So A equals to 5. So it means that in variable A you took, and now in variable A next number you are taking, it is 10. So now what will you do?
Now we
what will you do?
Yes, sir. Now we will compare A is greater than max or not.
If A is greater than max, everyone please see the condition. If A is greater than max,
yes, sir. Then
suppose here A is 10, so 10 is greater than max. Max is 5. Then what will you do?
Then we will assign max equals to A.
Max equals to A. If this is not the case, so next condition will be else if
A is less than,
if A is less than min. What is the value of min, Jisan?
Min 5, sir.
So next number you have taken 10.
Yes.
So either first condition will you check or second condition you will check. So if
first.
A is less than min, in that situation, what will you do? You will say that min is equal to A.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, what will you do?
Otherwise.
Else, what will you do?
Nothing, sir. We will ask for another input.
How will you do nothing? How will you do nothing? Nothing कैसे होगा? For doing nothing, what will you do?
That means it will, sir, दोनों में से किसी एक में सर वैल्यू जाएगा, या तो मैक्स में जाएगा या तो मिन में जाएगा. Either.
This is one way. Other way is that instead of writing do nothing, you may just leave this. You may just write \t. So it's up to you. You may just write either \t. So or you can write the statement do nothing. It's up to you. I feel that you should write do nothing. So now these three conditions. Any fourth condition that is happening?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No fourth condition is happening. And every time you see, now you input the third number. I think group 2 students, some of them, they should. वही है. Abhinav Kumar, tell me third number. First number was 5,
15.
second number was 10. So third number is 15. चलिए मैंने ले लिया -15. Sign is mine. So now what will happen? Abhishek, what will happen now? अब क्या होगा? If you take -15, then how the comparison will take place? -15 will be compared with Abhinav Kumar. -15 will be compared with
The max.
-15 will be compared with max. So what is max now?
Say 10.
When you took 10, so max became 10. Min is 5. So -15, you are comparing it with max. So -15, is it greater than max?
No, sir.
No, it means first condition becomes false here. It means second condition will you check now. So the number
Yes,
A, it is -15. So -15, is it greater? Is it less than min? What is min here? So
Sir, 5.
-15, is it less than 5 or not?
Yes, sir.
So since -15 is less than 5, so what will you do now?
So we will store -15 in min.
So it means now you take next number. Next number, suppose I have taken 50. चलिए -50 ले लीजिए. Now what will you do, Abhishek?
So again
Next number is
condition.
-50. Yeah, please check the condition. Check करिए condition. Which will be true? If will be true, else if will be true, else will be true.
So else if.
So -15 first you will check with if condition. A is -15, max is 10. So -50 it is not greater than 10. First condition is false now. Now you check second condition. A is -50. So compare -50 with -15. So -15, is it less than -50? Is it less than -15 or not? -15 -50 -15 से छोटा है बड़ा है?
So छोटा है.
छोटा है. It means that this condition become true. Means now min will be A. Min will be A means now min will become minus 50. Min will become minus 50. Now take another case. This is last case. I have again taken 5. Now what will happen? कोई और बता दे ये केस को. Arundhati, what will be the case here? I have taken next number is 5. Next number that I have taken, it is 5. So what should I do? Arundhati, जल्दी बोलिए, आप लोग छुप जाते हैं. Mohit Raj, you reply. Mohit Raj. Sneha Kumari, you reply. चलिए हर्षवर्धन आप बताइए.
Yes, sir.
Take the second last case, that is 5.
Yes, sir. So now it will check for the first condition if 5 is greater than max.
So what is max now?
Max is 10, sir.
10. So 5 is more than 10. A is 5, max
No,
is 10. This first condition becomes false. Now,
Yes, sir. Then it will go to the else part.
so A is 5 and min is minus 50. So 5 is less than minus 50.
No, sir.
Means second condition is also not true. So it means this else
Yes.
part will be executed. So what will you
Yes,
do
sir.
here?
It will just print do nothing.
So after including this number 5, now what is max? What is there any change in the case of max? Or is there any change
No,
in the
sir.
case of min?
No, sir. Both remain the same.
Both remain the same. कोई एक और डेटा ले ले last value. Nanika, you take the last value. कोई value आप बताइए.
So 17.
Last lab, I was calling your name and you did not reply, although you were present in the class. तो इसको नैनिका थोड़ा ठीक करिए. What is next number?
So 17.
17. Now you tell that which condition will be true. 17 will be compared with. 17 will be compared with
10, sir. First case.
10. A
Yes,
is 10.
sir.
Max is 10, and min
Yes,
is
sir.
minus 50. So
Yes.
and A is 17 now.
Yes,
So
sir.
17, is it more than 10?
Yes, sir.
So it is more than 10, then what will happen?
The max will store the value of A, that is
So
17.
it means that now new value of max, it will be 17.
Yes,
So
sir.
now how many numbers we have inserted now? Nanika,
So 6.
6 numbers. And after inserting 6 numbers from this list of 6 numbers, the max number is
The max number is 17.
17
minimum
and min
number
number is,
Minus 50.
so max is 17 and min is minus 50. So did you get max and min?
What, sir?
Did you get max value and min value from the list or not?
Yes, sir. We got.
So in this way, any confusion to any one of you?
No, sir.
पूछिए, Achal Singh, any confusion, any doubt?
No, sir.
Om Prakash?
No, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Prateek Kumar? क्या रोल नंबर है प्रतीक कुमार का? प्रतीक कुमार, what's your roll number? बोले तब तो.
Yes, sir.
What's your roll number?
60309.
30. Any confusion in this question? आप थे ही नहीं तो कर, जब प्रेजेंट ही नहीं है तो कंफ्यूजन किस बात का? No study, no confusion. Less study, less confusion. And more study, more confusion. So which is the best statement out of these three? Prateek ji. No study, no confusion. Less study, less confusion. More study, more confusion. Which statement is best for you?
Yes.
कहिए तो मैं बता दूं. I think for you, no study, no confusion. इसको ठीक करिए. ठीक है ना? एक मिनट. क्या है ये? और कनेक्टर पंचिंग टूल. थैंक यू. जस्ट कुछ सेकंड वेट करिए. क्लास में हो तो बताया. ठीक ठीक. नेक्स्ट टाइम से वेट कर लिया. ठीक. वो क्लास डिस्टर्ब होता है ना, वहाँ 60-70 लोग वेट कर रहे हैं. ठीक, थोड़ा सा वेट कर लेना. दैट्स. और हमको भी डिस्टर्ब होता है. ये क्या है भाई? WPC. अच्छा ये कुछ है. चलिए. सो Ramya Raj, here I tried to write the algorithm. So here before for loop, what should I do? Before if statement, what should I do? If से पहले क्या लिखें? कुछ लिखते हैं यहाँ, so that I could enter n numbers, and all those n numbers, maximum, minimum, you could compute. Ramya Raj, what should I write here? Ramya Raj is not present in the class. Ridhima Gupta, what should I write here? This is 3 if else condition will occur. But every time you are checking it, कोई और बता दे. चलिए इनसे Piyush. So what loop should I write here? What should I write here? For I equals to 2, I less than equal to n, I plus plus. Why I started with I equals to 2? Why did I not start with I equals to 1?
So because after first input we will
First entry is before the for loop. First number when you inserted first, and then for the first number you said that maximum is this and minimum is this, and this is end. This is end here. This is end of for loop. This is end of for loop. And before this one, what you did before this one? Before this one, what you did that you inserted first number. Insert input first number, and then you say that this is in variable A, first number, the first number, in variable A is capital, in variable A, and then you said that max equals to A, and you said that min equals to A. So since first number you have taken here only, this is why when you start with while loop, it is starting with second number. And here also, here you can say that print, you can say that input next number, and here you can say that next number you input in the variable A, input in variable A. And when you are entering next number, every time you check it, is it more than max, or it is less than max, min, or none of these two are true for this one. So this will be your algorithm, general algorithm for finding non-recursive algorithm for finding maximum and minimum. Now, Rakhi Kumari, what is the order of this algorithm? Tell me best case order. Rakhi Kumari, जल्दी बताइए, कुछ पढ़ाने से पहले क्लास खत्म होने लगता है. Sasank Daniel Lakra. Sasank Lakra, what is the order of this algorithm, this approach, this method? Sasank Lakra. ये भूत पकड़ लेता है क्या आप लोगों को? शशांक लाकरा जी, आपको भूत पकड़ लिया है क्या? भभूत मारना पड़ेगा.
Sir, it's O of n always.
ये शशांक को भूत पकड़ लिया है क्या भाई हर्षगोविंद जी? जब भूत पकड़ता है तो क्या करते हैं? उसको पकड़ के ले जाते हैं सुखा हुआ के में और वहां उसको जो है वो भभूत मारते हैं. बोलो कहां से आए? चलिए संदीप सुमन, व्हाट इज द ऑर्डर ऑफ दिस एल्गोरिथम? लाकरा जी को तो भूत पकड़ लिया है. संदीप सुमन, ये क्या पूरे बैच को ही भूत पकड़ रहा है क्या? सचिन वर्मा,
यस सर.
आपको भूत तो नहीं पकड़ा?
नहीं सर.
भाई देखो, अभी संदीप सुमन को ही भूत ने पकड़ लिया है. अब उनकी आवाज ही नहीं निकल रही. अब सूखा हुआ के यहाँ ले जाने पर उनको जो है वो सामने आग दिखाया जाएगा, उनको आग पे बैठाया जाएगा, तब भूत उतरेगा. हाँ सचिन वर्मा, व्हाट्स द ऑर्डर ऑफ दिस एल्गोरिथम?
Sir, can you show the algorithm?
Best case. Best case.
Best case, sir, if the element is present in the first, like big O of 1, sir.
If the element
Or
is
big O of n.
best case order will be big O of 1. So how many elements are existing?
If n elements are existing.
If n elements are existing, then it will be big O of 1.
Yes, sir.
That is very good.
That if n elements are existing, then big O of n, sir.
And I'm talking about best case. What is the best case?
Best case will be big O of 1, sir, the first element.
So tell me the example of best case. Your answer is correct, but tell me example of best case.
Sir, not understanding that.
If only one element is there, then what will be maximum? What will be minimum? The same element.
The same element will be n.
So in that situation, number of comparisons will be required. Total comparisons 1. So its order is big O of 1. And worst case, if n elements are there. So in that situation, what will be the order of your algorithm?
Big O of n.
Big O of n. So this is best case order. Best case order is 1. If you insert only one element, then you assign max equal to the first one element and min equal to the same element. Second case will be the worst case. Worst case means n elements. Like in our example, we have gone for 6 elements. So these are the best case and worst case order of finding maximum and minimum. You see, tomorrow I have lab with you. So for lab 2 students, lab 2 wale hain aap?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I am giving you 2 questions for you. One is for finding maximum minimum. One is for finding maximum minimum. And the second is for finding x power n.
Okay.
Find x power n without using POW function. क्या करेंगे आप लोग? Find x power n. X is 5, n is 3. So 5 into 5 into 5. X is 10, n is 4. 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. And you are not using the inbuilt function of C programming, that is the POW function. So without using POW function, you should find x power n. You can use with recursion, you can do without recursion. So you have 3 questions for tomorrow. What are those 3 questions? First question is finding maximum and minimum. लिख लीजिए इसको तो आप लोग. Group 2 students. लिखिए first question, finding maximum and minimum from a list of numbers. Group 1 also you can write the same questions. Finding maximum minimum, I think you have done. So finding maximum minimum, this is question 1. And question 2 is finding the value of x power n without recursion. Finding x power n without recursion, where x may be float, n may be integer. Finding the value of x power n where x is float, n is integer without recursion. Finding the value of x power n where x is float, n is integer without recursion. And third question is find the value of x power n with recursion. Question 3 is find the value of x power n with recursion. Find the value of x power n with recursion where x is float and n is integer. Where x is float and n is integer. X is float, n is integer. 3 questions all of you have written. लिख लिया? ये रोशन पांडे जी. Yes, Mr. Rosan Pandey. Can you read the 3 questions that you have written?
Sir, I have written. Yes, sir.
क्या लिखा?
So the first one is, hello?
हाँ.
Yes, sir. Write a program to find maximum and minimum number from the list of numbers entered by the user at the runtime. Sir, I have written this in the last class. I am from group 1.
हाँ, ठीक है. Next 2.
So find the value of x to the power n where n is integer and x is float without recursion.
Very good. The last question.
Third is, yes, so find the value of x to the power n where x is float and n is integer with recursion.
Yeah, so these 3 questions I will suggest that group 2 people you have left tomorrow. Group 2 के लोग हैं क्या यहाँ पे? राखी कुमारी. अजय तो from group 1. Ridhima Gupta.
Yes, sir.
So these 3 questions you do in tomorrow's lab. हो सकता है मैं lab ना attend कर पाऊँ. I may not join the lab. So in that situation also from 2:30 to 5:30. 2:30 से है ना? So yes, all the students you do these questions, these 3 questions. This much is enough for today. Now let me download the attendance. Only 52 have joined. Download attendance list. ठीक है. This is your attendance list. I have downloaded. I have downloaded it. This is your attendance list. I have shown to you. So this much is enough for today. किसी कुछ पूछना है तो पूछ लीजिए. अच्छा हाँ, फ्राइडे की आपके साथ क्लास है हमारी. तो फ्राइडे की क्लास कोशिश करेंगे कि हम पढ़ा लें. अगर पढ़ा लेंगे तो ठीक है, अगर नहीं हम ज्वाइन कर पाते हैं तो क्योंकि उस समय मैं छुट्टी पे रहूंगा तो आप लोग छोड़ दीजिएगा क्लास. कल परसों मैं छुट्टी पे हूं तो लैब कल आप लोग कर लीजिएगा ग्रुप 2 स्टूडेंट्स. फ्राइडे क्लास आई मे नॉट अटेंड, so you may leave the next class. So for today's class this much is enough for you. और किसी को कुछ पूछना है तो पूछ लीजिए. Any question, any doubt till today's?
No sir.
No.
Next time से थोड़ा और इंटरेक्टिव होइए. I will और थोड़ा सा अपने आप को भूत मत पकड़वाइएगा. I will request that भूत से दूर रहिए. ठीक है. Thank you very much for today's class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you sir.
Thank you, sir.